That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
21. 11.
A final shot before half for Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. We saw this franchise do this back in the 2009 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They go play action now. Taylor steps away. And he's got some space here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3rd and 2, now Taylor. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. A good pickup there, a 22. This New Orleans team definitely a second-half club a year ago. In fact, they had the best second-half differential in the NFL, plus 64.
Well, I think head coach Sean Payton does a terrific job of crystallizing in the half, reducing, and then going ahead and being very specific in their attack in the second.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Now Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Breeze to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now Breeze, got to have this one. Buying time to his left. That's caught. It's Thomas. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They start the drive high. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They give him a gain of 37. First down, run with high. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right back.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Now Taylor to throw. That's Njoku over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And all the way in And touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, 38 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes a fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They run again with Hyde on first. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass,
and he is into the end zone. It's the fullback, 35 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 13. 4 down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Taylor going to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Taylor. Hard throw, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Ginn. A big kick that time, 52. yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now come. Do they try to put together?
One time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost, it was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed.
Hey, yo, Tyreek, stop playing me, bro. So I smacked that nigga. Tell him I was at the game.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done.
I was at the game, bitch. Talking about them, I wasn't over there. Bro, I was on the other side, bro. Dead ass. Look at the film. I'm on the film.
So that'll back him up 5.
Yeah, I was on the other side on the other bench. Huh? Cause me, I came out the gym with Tyler, nigga. I was tired as hell, bro. I was like, I looked over them, that's a far as walk. I just sat right in the closest bleachers. I told Ricky he was doing a good job blocking. This shit gave him they was winning. They was just running that shit at the end. They ran the ball too much. Or niggas killed the quarterback. I ain't never seen a quarterback scream like that. Nigga was screaming, bro. Quarterback, I don't know. Somebody hit the quarterback. That nigga started screaming. Like he was like screaming on the field, nigga.
That's gonna set him back 5 yards.
Hey, yo, Josh, yo, next time don't invite me to a party with this nigga Dante, bro. Just don't even, just out of respect for me, my nigga, just don't do that. You know, nah, I'm telling you, cause you my boy, nigga. You know I fuck with you, bro. Like, don't do that. Shit, I'm about to smoke real quick, bro. If you're gonna be on, I'm gonna be back on, but I'm not about to play with this nigga, my nigga. Alright, bro.